Welcome back to our channel, where we peel back the layers of deception and reveal the brutal truth. Did you know that the institution of enslavement is disguised as freedom? As we delve into this dark topic, street gangs black on black crime related to enslavement. Both street gangs and enslaved individuals historically faced social exclusion and disenfranchisement. Enslaved people were denied basic rights, while street gang members often come from marginalized communities with limited access to education, employment, and resources. In both cases, this lack of opportunity can lead to a sense of hopelessness and frustration, driving individuals toward alternative paths, including gang involvement. Economic exploitation. Enslaved people were exploited for their labor, forced to work under brutal conditions without fair compensation. Similarly, street gangs often engage in illegal activities, such as drug trafficking, to gain economic stability or status. Gang members may find themselves trapped in a cycle of criminal behavior due to economic desperation, mirroring the exploitation faced by enslaved individuals. Violence and control. Slaveholders used violence and fear to maintain control over enslaved people. Similarly, street gangs often use violence to establish dominance, protect territory, or settle disputes. The cycle of violence perpetuates trauma and reinforces the power dynamics within both contexts. Community and identity. Enslaved people often form tight-knit communities within the constraints of their circumstances. Street gangs similarly provide a sense of belonging, identity, and protection for their members. Both contexts involve loyalty, camaraderie, and a shared sense of purpose, albeit in vastly different circumstances. Systemic factors. Enslavement was a systemic institution upheld by laws, policies, and societal norms. Similarly, systemic issues such as poverty, racism, and inadequate education contribute to the persistence of street gangs. Addressing these systemic factors is crucial for breaking the cycle and creating opportunities for positive change. Statistics on gang-related black-on-black murders. Homicide rates. In many urban areas across the United States, African American communities experience higher rates of homicide compared to other racial groups. For example, in 2019, the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting UCR program reported that 54% of homicide victims in the United States were black, despite black people making up only about 13% of the population. A significant portion of these homicides are gang-related. According to the National Gang Center, gang-related homicides account for a substantial percentage of the total homicides in many cities with prevalent gang activity. Urban impact. Cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, and Baltimore, which have high levels of gang activity, also report higher rates of gang-related homicides. For instance, in Chicago, a significant percentage of the homicides are attributed to gang violence. Who benefits from black street gangs? Economic exploitation. Certain individuals and groups may financially benefit from gang activities. This includes those involved in the illegal drug trade, arms sales, and other illicit activities. Street gangs often control local drug markets, and the profits from these markets can be substantial. At a systemic level, the incarceration of gang members can benefit the private prison industry, which profits from high incarceration rates. Socio-political factors. Systemic inequalities and socioeconomic conditions perpetuate the existence of gangs. In this context, individuals or groups that benefit from maintaining the status quo of economic and social disparities indirectly benefit from the existence of street gangs. music and the glorification of gang violence music, particularly genres like rap and hip-hop, often reflects the realities of the environments in which the artist grew up. Many artists come from backgrounds where gang violence is a part of daily life, and their music reflects these experiences. Artists like Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big have historically included themes of gang life and violence in their lyrics, which has been both a reflection of their realities and a commentary on broader social issues. Commercialization. The music industry benefit financially from the glorification of gang violence. Songs that depict gang life is highly profitable, and record labels may encourage artists to produce music with these themes to attract a certain audience. This glorification has a detrimental effect on young listeners, potentially normalizing or glamorizing gang violence and influencing their behavior. If you found this video eye-opening, be sure to check out our other content on social issues and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for part 4 of this series. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.